Yo, what's good, Girl413 here back in the day, and today, guys, we are here to go ahead and review this car, which is the brand new Spotlight car for October, being the number 11 Merkur XR4TI IMSA racing car. And honestly, guys, this thing looks so funky. It kind of has this almost Ford Escort-like spoiler kind of deal on the back, but then it also has a second spoiler, so it has this weird two-spoiler system, and apparently that was actually available on the street-going car. So what Merkur is, because before today, I had never really heard of Merkur, but apparently what Merkur is, it's a combination between Mercury and Lincoln, which all in all means it's just a glorified Ford. I don't even know, like, why they combined them and just didn't say, like, oh, yeah, it's a Ford. I mean, they even got a Ford logo right there on this race car. But apparently, Merkur and Lincoln teamed up to go ahead and create a car that was very similar to the ones that would be available on the European market, but make them available for the US market. So apparently, this car was actually sold in the United States, and somehow I've never even heard of it. They weren't very popular, I'm going to assume. But guys, this thing looks pretty damn awesome, and today what we're going to do is we're going to drive it around the Top Gear test track and see how it goes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. So here we have the new Merkur XR4TI at the Top Gear test track, and honestly guys, this car does handle halfway decently, but I feel like it could use some tuning, as when we go through this corner you guys will see, if I go ahead and brake and I hit the gas just a little too hard, the tail gets out. I mean, I really don't necessarily like that, especially on a race car. You know, to me, that's just, it doesn't seem right, because when you lay on the gas just a little too hard, I would rather expect to see, you know, maybe a little bit of flamboyance, but really not as much as we did see right there. Because again, like you see, I'll go ahead and hit it right here. It's acting more like a drift car than it is a proper race car. But if you go ahead and have proper throttle control and braking control through the corners, you should be alright. Competitively, I don't know how well it's going to handle, just due to the fact that if you do hit the gas a little too hard through the corners, it's going to get its tail out. I know some people really hate that. I do myself, like, you know, when I go through the corners and everything like that, I do give myself some decent throttle control. But this car, it's just a little bit too tail happy for my, like, how I like to drive my cars. It just wants to get it out a little bit, and I've noticed something very interesting right now with the Top Gear test track. Every time I start a new lap, the game has been lagging and dropping frames right there. I don't know why it is. It is so bizarre, but whatever. We'll just keep on going with this. This car, though, it's really fun to drive. It really is. It's not too bad. There are some cars that, you know, I would much rather prefer in its series. I can't really name ones off the top of my head. I know there's a Porsche that's actually really, really good from around the same era, and I would like to drive that one a little bit more than this. But this car is not bad either. I feel like it needs a little bit of tuning, and then it'll be absolutely perfect. But as you guys see, coming out here through this corner, it just wants to get a little bit tail happy. Just a little bit. It wants to wag its tail because it's a happy little Merkur. It's a happy little... So, but anyway, though, that is where I'm going to go and wrap things up for today. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you guys think about the Merkur? I think that this is a pretty fun little car. However, though, I have been feeling that maybe we've been seeing too many race cars recently be Spotlight cars, and I would like to see a new street car come. But hey, you know, it is a free car, and I am definitely okay with that. As well, if you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/Girl413 and Instagram.com/Girl413. And if you guys like this video, go and make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.